pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll open this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission, August 6, 2025, or a little after 10 in the morning. All three commissioners are here, as well as our administrator, Renetta McClure. We'll start with our consent and approval with Renetta. Good morning.
Good morning. You have 22 exonerations for $19,129.29. One request to create a new statement, tax statement, $1,555.18. Minutes for July 30, 2025. General county vouchers, $192,577.38. Coal severance, $64,742.31. 911 at $2,789.42. Chestnut Ridge Park, $6,805.02. Camp Muffley, $6,381.01. Mason-Dixon Park, $2,682.03. Mon County Center, $1,589.34. Assessor's valuation, $886.37. Purchasing card, General County, $3,006.45. Chestnut Ridge Park, $429.71. Camp Muffley, $633.54. Mason-Dixon Park, $265.47. Mon County Center, $508.90. ARPA, $8,025 for a voucher total of $291,321.95. You have no budget revisions. Position vacancies for your boards and authorities are listed on the county website, and fiduciary orders for August 6th, 2025.
Move to approve the consent agenda items as presented.
Second.
First and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
And no fiduciary matters this week.
No additional, no.
Great. Next, we have introduction of new employees, personnel changes. First, Camp Muffley. We have a maintenance groundskeeper part-time, Landon Barber.
Yep, he will be starting August 6th, part-time, $13 an hour.
Okay.
Move to approve the personnel as presented.
Second.
First and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, we have the Sheriff's Department. We have Mark Ralston here to introduce our three school safety officers, civil process officer, and court security. Morning, Mark.
Good morning. The sheriff seeks the commission's approval on the following individuals for appointments in three different divisions. The first is Jack Adams on the far end. He is a retired naval officer and NCIS officer. He is going to be appointed, all are effective on the 16th, as a court security officer. The next is Jeff Petsko, retired state police trooper. He will be a school safety officer, also effective on the 16th. The last is Mike Charlton, retired Morgantown City Police officer, and he will be appointed to an open position in the process server department.
Move that we approve the positions as presented.
Second.
The first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations, you're all very well overqualified for these positions, and we're grateful to have you. Our kids will be safe. I know, Jeff, you've been at South for quite a while, and this is probably just a shifting from the one program to the other for payment. And heck, Mike, you were at Granville and then Morgantown and various places. So, and Jack, known you for years too. So, congratulations. We all feel a little safer out there. So,
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
next, we have comments from the public at this time. If you'd like to come forward and speak, you've got about 2 to 3 minutes at the president's discretion. And state your name and address and what do you want to talk about. So we're open for public comment.
Morning. Good morning, Mr. President. Eric Carlson, Main Street, Morgantown, 265 Spruce Street. And with me, I'll have him introduce himself in a second, is our board chair of Main Street, Morgantown. Just wanted to thank you, gentlemen, for your generosity in the grant for the mural project that will be having its dedication on Saturday. I understand that not all of you will be able to attend, but nonetheless, we wanted to make sure that we're able to say thank you to you guys in person for all that work. And if you've been by it lately on the South High Station building, it is a beautiful project by Joel Dugan and conceived by members of the commission and Joel and folks with Main Street. And so we just wanted to say thank you so much for being a part of this, and we very much look forward to having this be a bookend of our community for years to come.
Gentlemen, how are you? Andrew White, 521 Jefferson Street. Yes, also just here to thank you very much. What an investment into Morgantown. I won't take too much of your time, but there's a lot of effort put into the Deckers Creek area, literally decades, cleaning up that watershed. And you know, just in the last very short amount of time, we've seen a lot of health come to the watershed. To have the arts come down into that area, to have the grassroots efforts come down into that area, and to have this type of investment come down to that area means a lot. I'm an immediate neighbor right there, so I see it every day, and it brightens up every single morning, so thank you all very much. And I hope to see you there on Saturday if you can make it.
Thank you. We don't have discussion, but Sean, that was sort of your,
And Eric, I
business.
tend to be there, that's 3:15 on
Yeah,
Saturday? Okay.
Yeah, please join us, the public as well, 3:15 Saturday, right after the Arts Walk.
And I'm excited about it. I've seen a lot of pictures, and I'm a big fan of the work of Joel Dugan. And it's, you know, the most exciting thing is he gets kids, and I say kids, college kids, involved in the project, and they do most of the work, but they also do a lot of the design. And I know that he had I don't know if it was just Morgantown High, but he had a planning session at Morgantown High with students, so they got to have input on what the mural looked like. So, and that's the way all of his projects are. So I'm a big fan, and I'm looking forward to seeing the unveiling
Yeah,
of it.
the Morgantown High students were part of the painting process as well. And I don't know from personal experience because my abilities in art are detracting from art. But from when a muralist brings in people like that, it helps create new muralists. My wife's cousin is a muralist up in Detroit, and the way she got her start was by some large, well-known muralist coming in town to do work and bringing in people from the community. And so when you have that, it really begats more. And so I think this project, we can look back on years from now and see more murals that will be painted in our community countywide that will have begun because they got their start by working on this project.
I drove by it this morning. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Eric.
you.
Very nice meeting you.
Andrew. Do we have anyone else for public comment? Seeing no one, we'll close public comment. Moving on, Colleen Kuhn, grants, no grants today. Correspondence, we have a notice of approval of the levy estimate budget from the West Virginia State Auditor's Office. Pretty much what it is. If you'd like to see it, copy up here.
Yep.
Next, we have a letter from Micah Shriver regarding the 47th Annual Clay Battelle 4-H and FFA Show and Sale in Wadestown.
August 23rd, 2025. Show is at 11 and the sale is at 6. I think we might have gotten a piece of correspondence about this a couple weeks ago.
I think we did.
From somebody else,
We
right?
noted, we noted it last week, I
Give them a
believe.
stu- yeah.
Any correspondence from you, Tom?
No.
Sean?
No.
Any more from Renetta? Nope. Move on, no unfinished business to new business. Consider to approve ground lease agreement between En Route Properties LLC and the Monongalia County Commission for the proposed recycling center. I will turn it over to Tom.
Move to accept the agreement, and I'd like to discuss it after we vote on it.
Second.
We have a first and a second with some discussion. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, I was going to wait till after,
Oh.
because I don't want to say anything wrong until it's actually
I
voted on.
understand. So we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
Or we can just do it in our comments if you want.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Good.
Reports from elected officials and department heads. I don't see anyone here. Reports from county commissioners. Sean?
Since our last meeting, last Thursday, I had a local broadband team tag up, and then on Friday, we had a tag up with Comcast. I do want to point out that in regards to broadband, we have, and I think the sheriff has confirmed this, that there's a number of cases where people are stealing, trying to get copper lines. And we had an incident on the western end where they actually cut a fiber line, which is absolutely worthless once they do that. And they were cut and removed 1,800 feet of line. So I was made aware of this by one of the, actually I was made aware of this by a citizen because it impacted their local land service. So I'd like to, that's a recurring issue. And again, I did talk to Sheriff Forbes, and he said, yeah, they've had a number of incidents, and they actually had an arrest. But I would want to bring public attention to this because, people think, well, take a copper line like it's no big deal, but you're cutting people off from their lifeline as far as communication to the rest of the county. And the individuals I talk to regularly have outages in regards to their old land, the old copper service, which is the traditional landlines. And the reason they get concerned, and it was a long time problem, and I want to commend Frontier for, I guess, finally fixing it. There was a battery system that needed to be changed because every time the power went out, it would go out, but it wouldn't come back on because that battery needed to be changed. So they fixed that, and then someone comes along and cuts a line. So it's a problem, and I've talked to every ISP I've talked to says, yes, that's a problem in our area. They're having a lot of issues with people trying to steal copper to, sell it. And it causes a lot more problems than just stealing a piece of copper off a line. So I just wanted to mention that. Tuesday, we had our Juma tag up, and I had the administrator and I had our regular line HR tag up. Last night, I was supposed to go to the MARL presentation down at University High School. I had an invitation I found out about a family friend that was winning an award at the Municipal League, so I went to that dinner instead. And I really I want to congratulate Carolyn Rader, who is the mayor of Ripley. She won the Mayor of the Year award, and I was happy to be there to see her accept that. I was kind of like going into enemy territory, going into a municipal league meeting. I had 2 or 3 people like, what are you doing here as a county commissioner? But mayor, I talk all the time, but I don't like the term politician. I prefer to be referred to as a public servant, but I know if you're running, in holding a political office, by definition, you're a politician. But Carolyn is a true public servant. She's been the mayor of Ripley for 18 years. The things she does, the pride that she has in her community is legendary. She herself has painted the curbs in the town royal blue, the color of Ripley High School. She stands on the corner on Fridays waving the flag as all the school buses go by every Friday, at least when school's in. She has their parade, their 4th of July celebration and parade has been noted as one of the biggest in the country. When President Bush was running for office, Junior W, he actually went to Ripley and participated in that event. So I'm really proud to know Mayor Rader, and she really certainly does enjoy or deserve the accolades. Now, I know Mayor Lewis was there last night. She won last year. So, it's 2 years in a row I've known the mayor that's won Mayor of the Year. So any other mayors out there that want to cozy up to me, I'll try to do what I can for you.
Good luck.
So again, I just really wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. And I understand that the MARL meeting went very well. So I do want to thank Beth Fossio for putting that event on, and again, let the public know that I had every intention on being there. It just didn't work out with my schedule, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be there with Mayor Rader, so I went to that event. Today's a regular day, 2 work sessions, and tomorrow we have a meeting with our website developer, and then I have a luncheon with President Benson. Morgantown Area Partnership Executive Committee is meeting and having lunch with President Benson. Friday with staff reports, and then I have a broadband team tag up. That's all I have.
Yeah, I have three issues. Let's start with, the first is, this Saturday, we have the Back to School Bash. And to give you an idea, the difference, last year we had 900 registered. As of yesterday, we had 1,457 students registered. It is an enormous increase, but we're very excited. That will be at Milan Park. The second is, I had sent an email to WVU President Michael T. Benson because, as you know, Louise, Michael, and I met with local DOH a couple months ago, and they gave us basically a blanket permit to work for city governments. I have to be real careful, and the county, that if we wanted to clean up any of the state roads, we were able to do that. And this past weekend, I was with Labor's Union 379, I think it was, Wheezy and myself, and we did the median strip from where the Sheets is and then all the way up to the Coliseum, and I showed them the pictures, and I asked very nicely, that if WVU would want to join us. And in a matter of a week, one of the areas that we had requested was they were putting up the new marching band field, but below it was Weed City. And he immediately saw it. He contacted us, and yesterday they were out there cleaning their facility and asked if there's any other places. Because of that, I have written to Joe Purnell, who I asked with the students coming back, could they do the medians coming from exit 155 and also from Cheat Lake, I-68 going down, the medians there. They're out there cutting it. So I think it's a really big change in working together. We have WVU, we have the cities, the county, all working together, making a difference. And when someone said, well, why isn't the DOH doing it? And A, they don't have the manpower, and B, if you want something done and you want to be a part of it, we want to show that we're doing something and they're counteracting. So it's a real shout out to DOH, President Michael Benson, and Weezy Michael for getting this done, and we'll continue to do this. The third thing is, again, I'm very excited. I first want to thank the two other county commissioners for working with me to come up with another plan. Westover had been gracious for 5 years, allowing us to use their site and parking lot. That got to a point where they needed to use it, so we needed to move. Glen Adrian and Emerald Enterprises offered a piece of land, which I am very excited about, that is basically only 1 mile away. We will have signs up, very easy to get to, and we are going to be closing in 1 hour and 40 minutes the site at Westover. The afternoon we'll be moving the bins over, and tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock we will open up at the new site. And at 7:30, I have it right here, Sarah Boltralik, who has started a business called Sabo Coffee Roasters, will be giving out free coffee from 7:30 to 9 to offer to the recycling. And she said if this goes well, she'd like to do this once every other week. And I think that would be great for a morning coffee. Everything looks great. We're probably the only site that has barbed wire around it. I guess we don't want those people to come in and dump their garbage in our site. But it's fantastic. I want to, hopefully, you all have seen the site. We're very pleased with it. Easy egress and, ingress, very simple out, and that will give us more time for the individual there to work with the people dropping off recycling, make sure that it is recyclable, and less wear and tear on our truck and transportation costs. So it's just a win-win. We want to try this for a year. We'll make modifications as we go by, and hopefully the public will enjoy this and make it a lot easier. You don't have to go all the way down to where the transfer station is. And again, I want to thank the county commissioners and Renetta for allowing me to consider this budgetary. I mean, it's something that it's a cost to the county. And I want to clear, it is a cost, but we think that in the long run, it is a benefit. So hopefully, we'll see how it, works out. But again, thank you very much. And again, thank you, Ben, for that great article in today's paper about the back-to-school bash. It's fantastic. Thank you. I will now shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to have the meeting for 40 minutes, but no.
I too was supposed to attend the Marl presentation last night at University High School. I had a family obligation that came up. I couldn't get there, but I think the public knows, based on a resolution that we passed last week, that the commission's fully on board with opposing this transmission line coming through our county, and we'll continue to do whatever it is we can to get that word out and to express our opposition to the PSC to try to stop this thing. And also thank you to Beth Bossio. She put on the one that Commissioner
Yeah.
Score and I attended in Preston County, and then she put on this one as well. So I understand it was very well attended, and it's pretty much it's the first issue we've run into as a commissioner where everybody seems to be on the same side of it, at least locally, which would pretty much statewide, Republican, Democrat alike, it doesn't matter. So thank you for that. On the recycling, yeah, thank you, Tom, for all your work on that. We've been working on getting a site for a while. The Adrians have been giving us a very user-friendly lease out there to use the property. They did the build-out, and we built that into the lease. So it's primarily a very cheap lease for that property. People have a lot of opinions about recycling. It's a very expensive. It costs the county a lot of money to do. We understand the importance of it to help with our environment, to help with trying to reuse these materials. But it's a very expensive endeavor. It's a very labor-intensive endeavor. Moving the site, we were limited on where we could put it. We just don't have an abundance of land out there we can throw things on. So this is a great, I think it's actually a better spot than we had before. And it'll save, what were the additional expense we have will save a lot in fuel and wear and tear on the vehicle from only having to go to the, a quarter mile down the road rather than, a good bit further that they had to go before. So thank you again for all your work on that. And with that, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
We are adjourned.
here we go.